You're watching R&M, RBG TV. Oh, man. Peace and Black Power, family. What's going down? Tune in to another episode of R&M, RBG TV. You already know what we keep it G. That raw and uncut science talk. Common sense, you already know. Info for the family that we need to have. You dig? As always, this is your brother and Google Nayusi, R&M. Once more, again, accompanied by a beautiful wife, Miss Lady Tower.
Hey y'all.
Figure dummy. And tonight we're gonna do a little part 2 to an earlier bill that I just recently did, which was selfish black people syndrome, S.B.P.S. You did. Go back to part 1. You'll hear how I broke it down, and we can go from there. But tonight on part 2, I really just wanted to get your input on that whole what you think about when you hear the term that I coined selfish black people syndrome. So that's the whole premise. Like I said, if y'all go back to part 1, you saw how I gave it up. You know what it is already coming from my standpoint. But I just want to take this opportunity to get somebody else's standpoint, and why not better on my path and get my own wife. So I started right here in the house. So when you hear selfish black people syndrome, what comes to your mind?
I would just say like really selfish black folks. Like it's self-explanatory. Our people are selfish. We're like one of the most selfish people amongst each other. But when, it's a white person or somebody else, everything's a little different. Why is it that we can sit here, put all our money into, all these different organizations and, buying for everybody, but we can't do the same for ourselves? Why can't we sit here and buy clothes by, us and stuff like that? I mean, I understand we may not have, the actual funds and everything, but, like, we gotta start somewhere, But when you see a black person on the street selling something, and then you see a white person selling something, why is it that we go to white people and not our own folks? That's all I'm pretty much saying. Mm. Like, we're selfish among each other. We will help others before we help, our own. Mm. And it's a shame. It's sad.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing that I see and encounter on a daily basis is really it's focused between the brothers and the sisters, black men and black women, dealing with, each other negatively. Case in point, earlier today I was telling you about a conversation I ended up getting caught up in, and I'm not going to get too into it, but long story short, situation was one of our sisters, regardless of this may have been her so-called profession or whatever, she's out on Front Street in the middle of the club performing all kinds of, little sexual acts or whatever, right? But on the top of it, the big thing that you see within that little clip that was being discussed was nothing but brothers, black men surrounding her, feeding into the bullshit, instead of saying, you know what? You my sister. What the hell are you doing? And getting her up out of that. No, they tossing dollars, making it rain, adding to the situation. You know why? Because we're selfish. We don't want to look at one another as we're from the same stock. We from the same clan, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? We from the same people. We don't see that. All we see is it's another nigga over there. And that nigga is competition to me. So therefore, I gotta make sure I'm on point as far as competition-wise. It's not really smart. That's selfish. That's very selfish, because at the end of the day, going back to what I said in part one, we're quick to say we're friends and family of one another. But when it's time to show and prove, the opposite is shown and proved. We're not friends and family of one another. At least that's the way we act. You understand? So in every aspect of life and within the black community, from economics to the education for the children, to how we eat, you know what I'm saying, circulating the dollar, etc., etc., etc. It all has to come from a non-selfish standpoint. If you continue to put yourself personally before any and everybody else, mainly your own people, you're disturbing the order. You understand? You do what I mean when I say that? Like, again, like I said before, the new fad, the new in thing to be down in the in crowd right now is this Black Power talk. Everybody's starting to quote unquote talk it like it's the hottest thing on BET or something right now. But when it's time to go outside, put yourself on the back burner, put the people on Front Street. These same loudmouth Black Power picture-taking mofos are the quickest ones to throw up hesitation. Selfish, egos, emotions, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this really, it's pretty much as simple as that. Put yourself behind. There's no disrespect. Yeah, we gotta think about ourselves, but we have to love ourselves too, though, and that's another thing folks don't know how to do. We can't really relate to one another because on an internal, right? On an internal, we don't love one another. Folks don't even go to, you know what I'm saying, when they go to the bathroom and go to the mirror, they don't like what they see. So then they turn around and take it out on the next person that looks like them. You said something, you was telling me something earlier, that was actually relevant to the topic, nonetheless. Because you were speaking on the lines of self-hatred. How self-hatred turns into being selfish.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there was a post earlier today I read. The wording probably is going to be totally wrong, but basically, it was a light-skinned female basically talking bad about dark-skinned women. Talking about, oh, red bones, have real hair, more money, they'll have no drama, and etc. And the list goes on. But at the end of the day, you're black. You know, to the white man, you're black. The whole dark skin versus light skin, that needs to come to an end. It's self-hate all in all. You can't accept that you're black. I'm not black, I'm light skinned. Please.
Folks done turn this whole dark skin, light skin thing. Y'all done created a whole nother race of that, and so y'all done created two whole other races of that. The light skins versus the dark skins, but your dumbasses won't accept you being black though. What sense does that make, family? Self-hatred produces a selfish mentality. Selfish mentality produces nothing. At least nothing of progression. It produces a lot of negatives, a lot of bullshit. Yeah, it produces a whole bunch of that. It produces more turf wars. It produces the detriment to the neighborhood. It produces the decline in the businesses that we have and the support that we do get here and there. It's not consistent, but here and there. So yeah, there's a production coming out of this whole selfish mentality, but it's nothing progressive, family. But once again, you turn around, black folks we need. You really want to show the world that you need? You will put your people first. You will do for yourself. Race first. Self-reliance, self-determination. You dig? Again, Kwanzaa may be over, but the concept of the Kunja Shagalia rests and rules every day. You dig? Self-reliance, self-determination. When you hear the word self, do not get it confused with individualism. That's not it. That is not it. Do not get the word confused with individualism. Self in this particular realm, and for this particular topic of discussion, we're talking about the people. This self. This self. This self. Nothing else. That's it. That's it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So again, when you hear the word self, do not get it confused with individualism. Self means, or is in reference towards the people. Love yourself individually, because when you love yourself individually, you will then want to turn around and love the one that looks like you, and that love will spread. You hear me say it all the time. Black love is the cure for the black nation, so let's get it. Show love, get love. Love spreads, it blooms. Love doesn't kill. You may, that's another topic for another discussion. But at the end of the day, black love is necessary. You can't avoid it. No matter how much you want to be, oh, I'm about mines, I'm getting mines, the more you hurt us. You say you want to help us, so damn it, help us. Start with yourself. Start with that mirror. Hold up the mirrors. I like what I see today. If you don't like what you see today, then improve on that. Build on that. You feel me? Revolution is evolution on a daily basis. So strive every day to better yourself, so you can bring something to the table to better the rest of the people. That's what it means to be selfless instead of selfish. Get rid of the selfish shit. Put yourself behind. Put the people forward. Let's build. Let's grow. Establish, run, and control. In that order. That's pretty much all I wanted to. That's all I wanted to do. Whatever, little quick, little follow up, whatever. Like I said, no piggybacks, no pork over here. Just want to do a little follow up. I want to get my wife's opinion on what she think about this whole selfish black syndrome thing, and that's pretty much it. So you got my point, you got her point. It is what it is. Digest it, let it marinate. Let it do something to you on positive. And let's change up the tone, man. Let's change up the tempo. You got your last thing you want to say before I close it out?
Yeah. Like what you said. The first thing is you gotta accept yourself. You know, when you accept yourself, you then get to know yourself. And then when you get to know yourself, you're able to teach people. You know, you're not gonna know certain things and keep it bottled in. You know, it's just like back in the days when you was in school. You know an answer, you taught it, you know, you explained it. It's the same thing. You know, love yourself, accept yourself. You know, don't feed into, you know, what's on TV, you know, the latest and the greatest and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, all that shit, it means nothing, you know. Today it's hot, tomorrow it's not. Like, you know.
But what remains the same is you and your position.
Yes, love yourself. You know, all these plastic surgeries, ass shots, nose jobs, tummy tucks, butt injections, face injections, lips injections, all that stuff is it's fake. It's fake as hell. And you look stupid. Stupid as hell at that.
And it's self-hate.
And it's self-hate. Love who you are, you know, and accept who you are. Me, I have a big nose, but I love it. You know?
And I love your nose too.
Aww.
But nonetheless, man, that's what it is, man. Love yourself so you can love the people. And once you love the people, you can do for the people. It's not as hard as we think, yo. It's not as hard as we think. It's not easy, but it ain't that hard.
It's simple. It's simple.
All it takes
You know?
is a little bit of effort, manpower, resources, time, and energy. That's it.
Just love yourself, know yourself, and do for self. And I'm not just saying yourself, I'm talking about your people. You know, do for each other. It might feel good to you. Just try it. It may feel good.
Like I said before, return to that African essence in which we came, man. It starts from within. It starts from within. Then you can go without. But
Wait, hold on, one more thing.
Okay.
Sorry. Back to the light skin, dark skin supremacy.
Okay.
We also have the classes that separate us. You know, upper class, lower class, middle class.
It's no different.
You know, it's no different. Because at the end of the day, we're all one. You know, we're black. We're black. Whether you're the richest or the poorest, you're still black. And, you know, society hates us.
Keep it G.
You know?
Keep it G. Everybody, in these times that we living in, this economic times we living in, everybody's one freaking paycheck away from the curb. So don't front like you ain't. Don't front like you ain't out there turning it up in the club, but your damn light bill about to turn off. Get your shit together, family. Get it together. Get it together. But
Word, like, just because you upper class don't make you better than somebody that's lower class. You know, and that's one of our biggest things. You feel like you're different and you're better than one another. No. I mean, if you are, then my whole thing is, why not help your people?
boom.
You know, if you got all this money and I'm this and I'm the educator, teacher, prophet, minister,
You just took me somewhere.
all your titles, take that title and do something. You know, lift up your people.
Yeah, you just took me somewhere.
Instead of flaunting, you know, I'm Dr. So-and-so and, you know, I did this and I climbed the mountains and I went down to the hills and back. Like, okay, you're talking, but what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Shots to the talented 10, you entertainers out there too. Yeah, basketball players, football, all of y'all. All of y'all. Hope you listening.
You know, give back. That's all I'm saying. Give back.
Y'all got enough dough and following. We have to start y'all can start the establishment of a whole country with the type of money that y'all making. But you don't think about it, you know why? Because you're selfish. You think about yourself. You buy this big ass house, 30 freaking rooms, and it's you and the damn dog. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you can put half the damn complex, put them on, do something for them. But no, I gotta do for me. I gotta do for me. Come on, family. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get that mind right.
Like, it ain't nothing wrong with having your own, you know, being independent and all that other stuff. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Word.
But when you could see somebody that's homeless, that's starving, and you know that they're starving, not your everyday, you know, person who asks you for a quarter and you know for a fact that they live in but to somebody who is really homeless, you can't stop for a minute and like, let me get you a sandwich. Or it's cold. I know you got raggedy coats or old coats that you don't use. Like, why not help somebody?
Well, shout out to my man Lunatic, man. He's like the local dude around the way or whatever. Anytime I see him, I got something for him, real talk, and he really appreciates it too. Like it's a different tone when he see me come around versus to everybody else. Folks be running him out the store. Nah, that's a brother of mine. I'm gonna make sure he, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit I got, I'm gonna make sure he's cool and he honors it, he respects it. So shout out to my man Lunatic. Hope you safe out there, man. Word up. Word up, man.
You know, like I said, we gotta put all that other stuff to the side and come together. You know, put everything to the side. Come together. We're one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not better than you. You're not better than me.
We all in this shit.
You know, I'm not the smartest. You know, but what I do know, I'll teach. What you know, teach me. And we could build from there.
All hands on deck. Little blocks build big houses. My block plus your block make 2 blocks. Next thing you know, we got a wall. Next thing you know, we got the second level and a roof. Now we got a whole structure because I brought something, you brought something, we put it together. We didn't think about, well, what about my room? And I want this kind of door. No, we built the whole damn house together.
Another reason why people are selfish, they want credit. Credit for every damn thing.
Egos, yes. Yes.
You know, put your ego, your pride, all that to the side.
Because watch this. If it benefits the people, then your legacy already is thriving and living. Because you helped it. You helped bring it into fruition. You helped bring it into manifestation. Versus going out the way extra, trying to be, you know what I'm saying, be all up on Front Street. And then when you go on Front Street and you mess up before the world, then what you got to say? Then what? You was such, you know what I'm saying, you was such in a hurry, so eager to get out there and show your abilities without necessarily, you know, putting the thought of the people first. You just simply said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. No, that's that. Put yourself on the back burner. If it's not for the thought or the intention, the well benefit of the people, if it has wrong intentions, it's gonna show. It's gonna show. It's gonna show. And that's gonna happen. Pain. You're gonna continue to suffer. You're gonna continue to hurt. Ain't you tired by now? Ain't you tired by now? Leave the selfish shit. Become more selfless. You dig? I know I said we was going to close it out a little bit earlier or whatever, but obviously, as you can see, another one of those things that just have to be said. You can't avoid. You know what I mean? But I think we done said enough. Go back to part 1. Replay it. Add this in the equation. Replay it. Listen, study, apply. You dig? In the meantime, between time, family, you've been tuning in to RNM RBG TV. Again, we'll be keeping G. This is RNM. You know what I mean? We build the nation. Movement. Everybody. Movement not necessarily meaning an organization. The movement is the people. Me, you, him, her, she, blah, blah, blah. Moving together. Moving towards greatness. Moving toward prosperity and a greater legacy for our people. So we're going to have to rebuild our people, which is rebuilding our nation. Moving together in unison. Being more selfless and less selfish. You dig? But anyway, you already know I'm your brother like no other in Google. Now you see R.A.N.M. My beautiful wife Tara right here. We about to get up out of here. Keep it G, family. Black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it.